Right now at 6, a first for the city. Last night's primary setting the stage for a historic election in La Crosse.
And game changer. A new policy could change the landscape of girls' sports in Wisconsin.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. The next election for mayor of La Crosse will be a historic one.
News 8 Now's Grace Monk is in the newsroom to explain. Grace.
Ken and Emily, if Chris Kalo wins, she'll be the first female mayor. If Shondell Washington Spivey wins, he'll be the first black and openly gay mayor. The city of La Crosse was incorporated in 1856. Since then, 43 people have served as mayor.
This new election is making history. All 43 of La Crosse's mayors have been white men. So to have a black candidate and a female candidate, this is making history for our city.
April's election will be the first time a woman and a black openly gay man have made it to the general election. Historical curator Amy Vox says the race represents La Crosse's diverse history.
There have been some amazing women business owners, entrepreneurs in the area. Leona Linker was manufacturing underwear, her own business in the early 1900s. Just amazing manufacturing, makeup industries. The city of La Crosse has had a black population since the early 1850s, predominantly in service industries, being barbers and things like that.
During a stop in Eau Claire, Governor Tony Evers praised the news.
I think it's a damn good thing.
He says diversity in local government is more important than ever.
Just saying, yeah, that's great to have that diversity, puts you in trouble with the federal government. Think about that, We used to think that that was a really good step forward as far as diversity and making sure that the leadership reflects the folks that live there.
La Crosse's general election is on April 1st. Ken and Emily.
Thank you, Grace. Voter turnout was low for Tuesday's primary. According to the county clerk's office, the county of La Crosse has more than 79,000 registered voters, but only 10,674 voted. In the mayor race, only 6,151 votes were cast. As we've reported, Shondell Washington Spivey and Chris Kalo moving on from that primary, facing off April 1st.
Governor Tony Evers is in Eau Claire today as part of a statewide budget tour. Evers visited Sam Davey Elementary School. His budget includes $4 billion for education, expanding mental health care in schools, replacing bubblers with filtered water bottle filling stations, and providing universal school breakfast and lunch. He also hopes the budget will keep schools from having to go to referendum.
Having free lunch, free breakfast for kids, for every kid, is really, really important. Being healthy as it relates to good, healthy food, that makes a difference in kids' lives.
Evers also wants $856 million for the University of Wisconsin system and $60 million for the technical colleges. Republicans are using tax breaks to lure victims of wildfires and hurricanes to Wisconsin. A bill would give people who relocate here a $10,000 income tax credit for the 2025 tax year. Lawmakers behind the bill say it could help with workforce shortages in Wisconsin, like in the healthcare sector. People convicted of felonies wouldn't be eligible for the tax break.
A downtown bar could soon lose its liquor license, and the reason, allegations of underage drinking. News 8 Now's Allison Ferget is live at City Hall where a special meeting is happening. Allison.
Right now, police officers are testifying about the bar's alleged history of serving alcohol to underage people. La Crosse's Police Chief Sean Coudron says his staff has had to repeatedly visit the bar and deal with underage drinking. He went on to say Latino Bar and Grill is welcoming to those under 21. Since the bar opened in April 2022, police have issued over 320 citations to bar patrons. Coudron told council members that he believes revoking the bar's liquor license will improve public safety. A representative for Latino says owners and staff are trying to do better and presented dozens of IDs the bar has confiscated in the last 6 months. The meeting is still going on right now, but we will have an update for you in our 10 o'clock show. Ken and Emily.
All right. Thank you, Allison. And it's pretty cold out there.
Yeah, it's been cold here today, but a little bit of improvement with the wind chill, not as bad as previous days, and still some sun out there. So overall, it has come up a little bit, but still we got dangerous conditions tonight, but it'll be more spotty as some areas might get to 30 below. A lot of areas won't. Still bundled up outside. Take precautions if you are going out and about. But you look at frostbite, we're really going to be kind of in that really minus 20 to 35. So still 30 minutes of range potential for anything exposed skin. Current feel-like temperatures across the area are generally in the single digits. To some areas further west you go where a little bit higher wind speed is, you get into the teens below zero right now. So timing that out this evening, generally look for about 10 to 15 below wind chills throughout the evening until about 10 p.m. I think thereafter we'll start seeing some areas get into that 15 to 20 below. Higher elevations, areas that are exposed to that wind, we'll definitely see that in this morning, tomorrow morning. Some areas 20 to 25 below, and a few areas could go 30. Lows this morning, not as bad for most areas. Minus 24 in Sparta was 33 below, so a little bit of improvement there, but still bitterly cold. Tonight's low temperatures, a little bit of improvement once again. Still below zero, but in the single digits below zero compared to the teens too. So we are starting to come up a little bit in tomorrow's highs. Definitely get them up to the teens to lower 20s, so that's a positive what we're looking at. So further on, we'll kind of find out when we're actually going to reach these average temperatures, which continue to climb about a degree every 3 days. So even though we are going to hit the 40, we are getting very close to where that could be near average as we go into early March now.
I sure like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg. Well, the WIAA changing up its rules when it comes to girls in sports.
Sports director Jacob Lenzendorf is here to explain. Jacob.
Yeah, Ken and Emily, it's an update to a policy as the WIAA is following the federal directives recently signed by President Trump. The change explains that only students designated as females at birth may compete in girls' sports, barring transgender athletes from taking part. Stephanie Towser, executive director of the WIAA, releasing a statement saying today the WIAA Board of Control voted to update the organization's policy regarding student-athlete eligibility, affirming its compliance with federal directives that only students designated as females at birth will be allowed to participate in girls' competitions. Working in consultation with legal counsel, our board updated this policy to ensure clarity is provided to our members as they work to comply with new federal guidance from the White House. Now, the change also coming after the NCAA updated its policies to similarly limit competition in women's sports to solely those assigned female at birth. Ken and Emily?
All right, thank you, Jacob. It's Wisconsin Crossing Guard Week, and police say too many drivers are putting children at risk. Onalaska School Resource Officer Tyler Blair says half of all drivers aren't paying attention in school zones. He says the morning and afternoon rush are especially dangerous as students walk to and from school and drivers are distracted.
A lot of times we see people either focused on the radio or on their phones. We try to ask people to put down those main distractions and just pay attention to what's going on around you in that moment.
Drivers who ignore crossing guards face a $110 fine and 3 points on their license.
Governor Evers has proposed a new idea for Wisconsin license plates, a butter yellow special edition, tapping into the growing interest in unique plates. While the design isn't finalized, it will feature a yellow background resembling butter. Evers is also recommending funding for popular blackout plates with black backgrounds and white lettering. Proceeds from the specialty plates will help fund the state's transportation system.
Wisconsin home explodes, leaving 2 injured. Hear from the neighbors that race to help.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slow or clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
Wisconsin winters are no joke. Just ask Barry the Bear. Every year he hibernates to escape the cold. But hibernating on an old lumpy mattress? It's unbearable. So Barry came to King's Furniture because right now you can trade in your old mattress for $100 towards a new one. Get this closeout therapeutic mattress and box spring for just $4.99 when you trade in your old mattress.
Well, now that's hibernation heaven.
Survive the winter and make your den a little comfier at King Furniture.
The fact that Brad Schimmel supports the 1849 law terrifies me. When I was pregnant, I had complications, but because of the ban, doctors couldn't help me. Brad Schimmel has no idea what it's like to lay in a hospital bed, pregnant and dying. The 1849 law that Brad Schimmel supports almost killed me. Brad Schimmel is too extreme for the Supreme Court.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Still no word on what caused a Racine house to explode.
Officials say flames could be seen yesterday shooting into the air. 2 people were hurt and hospitalized. Fire crews were at the scene for 5 hours. A neighbor said the couple did have a new stove installed earlier in the day.
We've seen the house topple over. The fire department, they kind of had a struggle getting their water, but they've been doing an amazing job. So once we seen the house topple over, trees kind of caught fire a little bit.
Fire officials say the blast caused $200,000 in damages.
7 men have been charged in connection with nationwide burglaries of professional athletes' homes. An image from the criminal complaint shows 4 of the accused posing with items stolen from Bucks forward Bobby Portis's house. According to the Justice Department, the total value of the stolen property, nearly $1.5 million. If convicted, they could each face a maximum of 10 years in prison. NFL players Joe Burrow and Travis Kelce are among other athletes whose homes were broken into.
A victory for a Racine family. The drug Pitocin, commonly used in childbirth, found to be at the root of lasting brain damage for Kamya Cerna, who was diagnosed with cerebral palsy before her 2nd birthday. Almost 6 years later, a jury awarded her family $10 million, finding Ascension All Saints and the obstetrician were negligent in how they used that drug.
It's an emotional thing for me to speak on, because I love her and I wouldn't change her. I mean, I want her to have a normal life, but yeah.
When used appropriately, Pitocin is a great tool to induce labor, but if left unmonitored, can lead to lifelong consequences.
Still to come, Eau Claire Transit offering free bus rides today.
How you can take advantage of this offer.
As we begin to thaw out, we're going to start seeing some melting of that snow as temperatures get back to freezing this weekend and potentially 40s going into next week. We'll time out when to expect it and if we got any precipitation over the next several days. That coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
News 8 Now wants to help you create memories with your family by watching movies on the big screen. Friday Flicks with Vicki Nichols of Sparta Cinema will tell you all about upcoming must-see blockbusters, plus exclusive deals at the theater. Watch this Friday at 5 a.m. on News 8 This Morning. Presented by Sparta Cinema.
I want to drive a big truck.
College, tuition, bills. Someday I'll get that new truck.
This is just where we're at right now. Someday you'll get that big truck.
We've waited 40 years for this Denali, and it's beautiful. Is the big truck next?
Some kids just never grow up.
No cash, no problem. Head to Wesco on Sparta and get up to 48 months to pay interest-free on all the hot new furniture you want. Looking to level up your space? We've got you covered with recliners, sofas, bedroom sets, and dining furniture. All available with 0 interest for up to 48 months. Don't wait. Upgrade your home today and swing by Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Welcome to Luther High School. We'd like to give you a glimpse into what your child will experience here. Smaller class sizes, focusing on their needs. Exploration of the arts. Students working together. At Luther High School, you'll find a community building a foundation for the future and a family for life. For more information or to schedule a visit, go to lutherhigh.org or find us on Facebook at We Love Luther.
In 2001, my father established La Crosse Fireplace Company. Since then, our family has had the privilege of helping families create a warm gathering place in their home. Today, my brother Jeremy and I are the second generation to carry on the values and traditions that was started 23 years ago. Whether it's a remodel or a new installation, La Crosse Fireplace Company looks forward to serving you for many years to come. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
It's time to vote for Best of La Crosse County. Pick your favorites in each category now through all of February. We'll announce all of the winners on April 1st. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Eau Claire Transit today is offering free bus rides.
With temperatures dipping, the city of Eau Claire is waiving all fare requirements for passengers. All buses are fully accessible for those using mobility devices. For more details on routes and schedules, we'll have a link on our digital platforms.
And it is yet another day of frigidly cold temperatures. And good news is we are ticking upward in the temperature scale. Let's get all the details from our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, basically our average temperature continues to climb up towards the end of March. We're gaining about a degree every 2.5 days. But also we're going to see a change in the air mass that's going ahead because pretty much we've been locked under this Arctic air pretty much. But as you look out to the west coast, even southwest, they're actually seeing mild conditions. And eventually the wind flow is going to change aloft to push this up to the northeast. And we're going to see some of the more mild conditions down there. If you see down Salt Lake City, 45 degrees today. So definitely warm out there to the southwest. And we are going to see that pattern change coming slowly over the next couple days. We're going to start climbing those temperatures up. So we're going to be warming to the 30s. I think everyone will see that this weekend. If not Saturday, then definitely Sunday. Next week, 40s, potentially mid-40s. We got a snowpack that's kind of in play too, so that may keep our temperatures down just a little bit. If not, we probably could be into the 50s. And then the next chance of rain, there's just a weak system that comes through the UP, may provide a little bit of a sprinkle showers. That would be in the form of rain and probably better shot you go further north, but that's a slight chance, and that's on Monday. Then we'll have to wait till probably Wednesday for the next chance of any rain. So we still got the alert data, and it's just for spotty areas that might see minus 30 wind chill tonight. Probably the higher elevations, southeast Minnesota especially, where that wind speed could get into the 10 to 15 range. A lot of other areas will kind of be sheltered with the wind, so the wind chill won't be as bad. A lot of the cold weather advisories have kind of went away. Only areas just to our west, toward Preston, Decorah to Austin. That's where the wind speeds could get up to 15, and that's why they could see a little bit of wind chill. Really, the last night we'll probably see some of this out there. Overall this evening, about 10 to 15 below wind chill as you're out and about. By 10 p.m., I think we'll start seeing that 15 to maybe 20 range for certain areas. And then as you wake up tomorrow morning, some of the higher areas could see that 20 to 25, a little bit colder too at times. Then as we go through about 10 a.m., we should start seeing it really pop back up to the single digits by noon. We're above zero. And then for the rest of the afternoon and evening, that wind chill will be well above zero, and we're not really kind of dealing with that probably for quite a while too. Tomorrow's highs, still kind of cold, but definitely more reasonable here. We're looking at teens to low 20s. We should be in the low to mid 30s almost this time going on. Going into Friday, each night we are going to go back to below zero, given that we do have snow on the ground, but won't be much of a wind chill. So going into Friday, you're still below zero, just a few degrees depending on location. Some may get down to 8 or 9, so definitely cold. And then Friday, plenty of sunshine out there once again. Notice the winds beginning to turn around, those arrows from the southwest. So we're going to be back into the 20s for most locations, a few degrees warmer. Saturday, even better. We're going to see more clouds probably in play, but look at these temperatures now, upper 20s to near 30. So getting close to average definitely will be nice. And then next week, really the whole eastern half of the U.S. is going to see mild conditions. So you can see temperatures here Monday in the 40s, even 50s to the south. Going into Monday and Tuesday, we're going to see very similar conditions too. So a nice mild stretch, minus that little chance of precipitation Monday. The next system we'll look to keep an eye on maybe Wednesday, but that would be in the form of rain if we do get that as it passes to our south. So good news if you like warmer conditions, our average is rising up, and now our temperatures are going to continue to rise up too. So
I
like the cold.
I
like cold.
I'm ready for it to warm up now.
I know.
It's enough. It's enough.
It's enough.
Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, Adding another year. Badgers announcing some extensions for a UW coach. Find out who was approved by the athletic board. Oh, there's a hint right there. Plus the News 8 Play of the Week nominees. Jacob is next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
When you've trusted your personal injury case to Bygoff and Rohde, you're going to feel the weight of the world off your shoulders. You have to concern yourself with getting to the doctor and trying to get better. We'll do everything else. And that's how we get results for our clients.
Earn now, spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Blaine's Bucks event. Now through February 26th, rewards members earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $100 spent in store. Redeemable just like cash, March 6th through the 19th. Start earning on Blaine's Original Cat Food, $26.99. Select AgriMaster Feed, $10.49. Rewards members save an extra buck. Blaine's Platinum Vehicle Batteries, $5 off for rewards members. Plus, try new Dots Barbecue Pretzels, $5.99. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
In the hunt, every detail matters. It's not just about the thrill, but a passion for the craft. And in the end, it's about the people you get to be with. At Overhead Door, it's about our team and those we get to serve. We can repair any garage door, but we only install the best. Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region since 1921.
T-Mobile is very reliable.
It's always nice to know that T-Mobile has us covered.
I love the fact that my family and I, we can stay connected just about anywhere we want to go.
My network is my lifeline.
T-Mobile keeps you connected on America's largest and fastest 5G network. And right now, get 4 free smartphones and 4 lines for $25 per line when you switch.
After you've been injured in an accident, life becomes chaotic. You have doctor's appointments, medical bills, insurance adjusters harassing you to settle your claim. When you call Bygoff and Rohde, we take care of it all. We get results.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, the UW Athletics Board today approved the extension of 4 Badger head coaches, including most notably another year added onto the contract of head football coach Luke Fickell. Fickell's contract states an annual 1-year extension, which requires, quote, satisfactory performance judged by the AD's recommendation with approval needed by the athletic board. This past season, Wisconsin posted a record of 5-7, their first losing season since 2001 under Barry Alvarez. His contract now runs through March 31st, 2032. Volleyball coach Kelly Sheffield, women's soccer coach Paula Wilkins, and men's soccer coach Neil Jones were also extended. All right, it's time for the play of the week nominees. Lots of great plays and performances on the hardwood to highlight. Kicking things off at number 1, it's Winona State forward Isaiah Thompson with the acrobatic shot, falling away from the hoop, contorting his body, and finishing in a win over Mary. Warriors are number 23 in the latest D2 national rankings. Next up, it was a big win for GET over Cochrane Fountain City back on Monday. This guy was a big reason why. Mason Brown, the jump stop and one-legged fadeaway that goes. He finished with a game-high 21 in the victory. Redhawks have won 5 straight. Coming in at number 3, speaking of teams rolling, the Indy Gill ladies have won 14 out of their last 15 games. Last Thursday, Rylan Shahan with a 3 that drops, plus the foul, the rare 4-point play for the freshman guard. At number 4, this from last night. Check out the sequence from Samantha Davis. Steal, crossover, and gets the bump and the bucket with the left. Aquinas was a missed 3 from coming back down 17 at halftime and sending it to overtime against the top team in D5, Assumption. And to wrap things up at number 5, Bangor's Anna Frank is now the standard for scoring in the Cardinals program. This 3 against Necedah broke the previous record of 1,439 career points, which was held by Emma Whitmer-Schaus, a special night for one of the best players in the Cooley region. So those are the choices for the latest edition of the News 8 Play of the Week. Voting will be open shortly after this show, and you can get there by going to news8000.com. And under sports, clicking on the Play of the Week tab and selecting your favorite. The winner will be announced Friday during the 6th. Guys, what do you think? week. Lots of good stuff.
Samantha Davis for me.
That's a good one.
That's a good example of athleticism for sure.
Yes, I thought there was no way she'd be able to get that pass. That was a fun game too, up and down, very close at the end as well. So lots of good stuff on the basketball court to choose from. So get that community behind you and share that post.
That's right. It's nice and easy to get online and vote.
Very easy.
Thanks, Jacob.
Sure is. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Brad Schimmel wants to take us back to an abortion ban from 1849, back to a ban with no exceptions, not for rape or even health of the mother. Brad Schimmel, too extreme for women, too extreme for the Supreme Court.
Attention business owners, start 2025 confidently with Your Choice Roofing, your trusted partner for commercial roofing solutions. Our expert craftsmanship and premium materials ensure a roof that stands the test of time. Don't wait. Our schedule is filling up fast. Get ahead of the rush and secure your spot now to protect your building and your bottom line. Visit yourchoiceroofing.com today to get started.
Dreaming of a career but worried about time and cost? At CVTC, we make it easy. With low tuition costs and a wide variety of programs to choose from, we'll get you job ready in just 1 to 2 years. You'll graduate with minimal debt and find a career you love with competitive starting salaries. Dive into your future today with affordable, fast, and rewarding programs at CVTC. Visit cvtc.edu to learn more.
Brad Schimmel let thousands of rape kits sit untested for years.
While rapists walked free
and victims waited for justice.
Take it from a sheriff.
A sheriff.
A cop. Brad Schimmel's too extreme for the Supreme Court.
All right, there's your wind chills. We're looking at 10 to 15 below this evening. As you wake up, probably 15 to 20, so not quite as bad as we saw the last couple days. Overnight lows getting down below 0, so some improvement. Still cold out there. Some improvement as we go for Friday, although overnight lows will be 0. There's your 30 on Saturday. 40s potentially next week, and at 38 on Thursday, that is actually where we should be at that point. So our temperatures are coming up and our averages are continuing to rise as we approach the first day of March here pretty soon.
Very nice. And out of alert day conditions for Friday night.
Should be good.
So
those mid-40s
so
are going to
should
feel
be
like
solid.
70s.
Solid. All right, thank you for joining us at 6.
We'll see you at 10.